Hello, Rock Jaden here, and I'm here to show you today how to get this sphax pure BDcraft installed on the Tekkit launcher. As you know, you can get the regular texture pack, but you want BuildCraft and Railcraft and all those textures. So, here we go. You want to open your browser that you have. It doesn't matter what one you had, as I've explained in the past. It's just fine. Now you want to look up sphax pure BDcraft. If you type that in the top, it should. No, maybe it's just BDcraft. Yes, sphax pure BDcraft. Featuring the texture pack, mods, etc. BDcraft.net. I shall leave a link in the description below, and you should come up with this. This is the homepage, and it shows you all of the blocks and the mobs and the items and all that lovely stuff. I mean, we could go through that, and it does show you all of these wonderful things for the HD ones. We could go through that, or we could get on with it. Right, so the first thing I want to do is get it. Now, it's Merry Christmas for this, because I am doing this just after Christmas. It's December the 26th. It's probably not while you're watching this, but yeah, so just ignore that. Right. So they got sphax pure BDcraft, and here they are. You want to get, it doesn't really matter, but the recommended one is 128 by 128. But we're going to go through that because that's something else, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the 64 by 64. And since it's Tekkit and the current version is 1.2.5, that's the one we want. So we're going to click on that, and it should come up with a ad fly. And you've got to wait, I think it's 5 seconds. Don't press that. That is not what you want. Just ignore that. Skip the ad, and it should come up with Mediafire, I believe. Oh, something like that. Right. Download will start as soon as possible. And there it goes. It started downloading. Right, so that's the regular one. And we do need that to add the add-ons to it. So we're just going to let that download. I would recommend that when you download it, I'd recommend that you actually back it up, because if you don't back it up and you screw it up, it's no good then. You're going to have to download it again. So we're just going to should be able to bring this, to the desktop. So I'm just going to create a new folder, and I'll just call it backups, because if you do it wrong, then you're just going to have to download it again. Where's the fun in that? Right, so we just copy the sphax pure BDcraft, and feel free to rename these. It doesn't matter what they're named, it's fine. Right, so we got the regular one. That's step 1 complete. Step 2 is to get the add-ons for Tekkit. So what you want to do is, the quickest way is to go up into the search and just search up Tekkit, and just wait for it to do its thing, and here we are. Now here's where it gets a little trickier. It comes up with all of these 3.3 and all that stuff. Now, you need to install the one that's for your current Tekkit version, because they've added and gotten rid of mods over the time. And here is how you tell that. So I'm just going to wait for it to load up. It might take a couple of seconds. So what pack you add depends on what version of Tekkit or Technic you're running. This is for Tekkit. Doesn't really matter what one you're running. It's fine either way. Right, so it's going to bring up the launcher, and here we go. Right, so if we go into options, it's going to come up with the build I've got. I'm using the recommended builds. If you want to change it, you can go manual, and that comes up with all the previous ones, but I just use the recommended one because that's the recommended one. So we're running 3.1.2 Tekkit and 1.2.5 Minecraft. That's why we've got the 1.2.5 texture pack. So we got 3.1.2, so that's the one we want to download for this one. And this is 3.1.3, so we want to find the 3.1.2, the SMP patch. There we go. This comes in 128x and 64x, which is why I didn't get 128, because I knew this one only had these two. Right, so we want to get, because we got the 64x in the regular one, that's the one you want to get for Tekkit. Doesn't matter if you got the if you did get the, oh wait, it does come with 128x. If you got the 128x one, that's fine. It works just as fine. doesn't really make a difference, I believe. I don't know. I haven't really looked it up personally. But all I know is it has to all match up. And this may not be your run of Tekkit. You might be running 3.1.3. It doesn't matter. It all runs the same as long as you follow my method. Right, so that's our regular one. And we're going to wait for this one to download. Oh, why is that taking so long? Okay, so we're going to come back when the Tekkit SMP is installed. I'll be back. Until then, stay tuned. Hey, what's going on? I'm back. And guess what? It's finished downloading. So we're going to drag that out here. And just like I said before, we're going to back it up just in case. I know what I'm doing, so hopefully I won't stuff up, but not to jinx myself. Alright, so now we got both of these. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. This has got everything in here, and this has got everything in here. Right, so that's the sphax pure BDcraft, and that's the SMP. What you want to do is you want to grab all of this, all of the SMP stuff, and you want to drag it into the normal one. Oops, not into achievement. Oh, don't. That's why we do backups. That's exactly why we do backups. That's a very see, I jinxed myself. That, my friends, is why we do a backup, because if something accidental as simple as that happens, we have backups. That's why I said at the start to back up. Otherwise, I'd have to stop the video, and then I'd have to re-download it, and all this crap that we just don't need. Right, so, as I was trying to do before I very noobly failed, we're going to go down to the bottom of the SMP, grab all this, and just add it into here. Now, that's all going to do that, so you just want to go replace, and done. So that has everything in there, in the regular sphax. So you don't need the SMP anymore, because that's all empty. That is the only thing you need. Right, now, what you want to do is you want to access your app data. Now, I can't quite remember how to do this. I'm just going to check up, so I'm going to be right back, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. I've double-checked my figures so I don't look like an idiot. Even though I've just said that, now I've made myself look like an idiot. Don't panic, people. Don't get confused. Now, so I'm going to access my library, and, oops, Jesus, application support, and Tekkit launcher. Now, I did learn something, is that, first of all, I'm going to copy sphax. Now, you don't have to compress it, but I'm just going to show you, you don't have to compress it into zipped up, and there's only one tiny little bit of difference that it makes, which is basically diddly squat. Zipped up, I guess, is just better than a folder because it's zipped. So I would recommend zipping it. I guess that's about it though. I've had mine zipped. I've transferred mine from the PC that I was using, so yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to open Tekkit Launcher, and I happen to know it takes a while. I don't know what it is with Mac, but it takes a while to start up the Tekkit Launcher. It works perfectly fine when it's on, but it just takes a while. It doesn't take that long on PC, but on PC it lags. But yeah, you know it's fine. It's fine just to wait a couple of seconds for a game. It's longer than you would have had to back when the Commodore 64 was around. Right, so now we're running the Tekkit. As I said, it's going to frizzle out or something, but it does come back on, so do not panic. Right, texture packs, and look, we got two. That's the folder one, and that's the zipped one. It doesn't matter. I've tested it. They both work. It's fine, but it's really laggy to equip it, and it's really laggy to press done. See? But once it's done being a pain. Oh wait, I did test. They did both work, I believe. It doesn't matter if it's zipped or not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they both just worked perfectly fine. So that's it. That's all you need. I'm just going to open the one with the regular folder. It doesn't matter if it's zipped or if it's in a folder. I just said I'd recommend zip. That's just what I do. but what you do is perfectly up to you. It doesn't matter either way. It's just one's black and white and says zip, one's not black and white and isn't. And there it is, Sphax Pure BDcraft. You'll know it is because you'll get a different look of Minecraft. And when I open my tutorials that I just did for the force field projector, you'll notice that it's all Sphax Pure BDcraft. So, as you can see, boom. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up is very much appreciated. And I hope you have a very good day or night. So, see you soon. Bye-bye.